Thanks for listening to the NVTV podcast, produced by Neuqua Media.
Hello and welcome to this episode of the NVTV podcast. I'm Addison, and on today's show, we are going to be talking about Fashion Club. Joining me today is Nikki and Jackie. Thank you guys so much for being here today.
Of course.
Thank you for having us.
So, when did Fashion Club start? I'm very curious about that.
So, I'm one of the founders and presidents of Fashion Club, along with one of my good friends, Claire Burgess. Unfortunately, she couldn't join us today, but we actually started Fashion Club last year in our sophomore year, and we started it in the Activity Hub. So all new and up-and-coming clubs start in the Activity Hub, and basically it's where you just have a bunch of clubs going on at the same time.
Okay. So, where do you guys typically meet and, when?
So, since we are in the Activity Hub and we're not like an official club until our first 2 years of being in the hub, we only meet once a month, but I actually prefer that because that gives us more leeway to plan out activities for the future meetings, but we do typically meet once a month, and you can normally find the dates in the Instagram.
Okay. And you say planning activities. What, is a typical activity that you would see in Fashion Club?
So, I wouldn't say that it's a very uniformed type of meeting. It's very diverse, and we always do different things every single meeting. So it could range from doing something like a fun craft that involves fashion, or doing something where we engage with the community. And sometimes we just like to chillax and, maybe watch a fashion movie and just engage with people of the same interests.
Well, that's pretty cool. So you guys, how big is Fashion Club? Is it, you got 10 people or 35?
So I think that also varies as well. Something we really do talk about in Fashion Club, at least in our membership, is the fact that you can just come and go. It's not a super strict club as far as attendance goes. So we normally just have a range from 20 to 30 people per meeting.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So, Jackie, why did you want to join Fashion Club?
Well, Nikki, talked about starting the club, her freshman year, and, I kind of encouraged her to do it because, I just thought that it was a good way to, get involved at Neuqua. And then she told me that, she finally, worked it out, and I was just interested because it's just a fun club to be in.
That sounds pretty fun. So, what is, your favorite article of clothing that you could design?
I really like jewelry, and I like shopping for it. I like putting pieces together.
Nice. What about you, Nikki?
I think I would say an article of clothing that I really enjoy, and it's something casual, and it's definitely trending right now, would probably just be anything flared for pants. I think the way it, kind of accentuates your figure, and I just really like the design, and I think that it pairs with a lot of, tops and just other accessories as well.
Okay. And I know you said that you guys sometimes watch fashion movies, so, what would your favorite fashion movie be that you've, ever watched for both of you?
I would definitely say my favorite fashion movie, and I think that Claire would agree, would be The Devil Wears Prada.
Oh,
I think
love
it's
that one.
It's a very great, there's drama, and I think the actors and actresses in it are amazing. The storyline is just super, hooking, but also at the same time it really does talk about, fashion and fashion merchandising. And, yeah.
I'd say the same thing.
Oh, yeah, I remember watching that movie for the first time, and I was just, captivated. It sounded so cool.
But I also think there's a lot of movies that aren't necessarily surrounded by fashion, but a lot of fashion's inspired from it. Early 2000 movies like Mean Girls is a great one. Clueless, yeah.
Oh, sweet. So, do either of you guys want to pursue a career in fashion?
So although, we did start Fashion Club, it was mainly because we always were asked, where'd you get this piece of clothing from, and where's your outfit from, what does your closet look like? But, so we were kind of just why not start something that helps, promote that for people who are curious from fashion-like people? And with that being said, I don't think I would necessarily major or minor at anything in fashion, but it's definitely something that I see me wanting to do in the future as far as like still being like a fashion inspiration or just being able to still have a love and passion for fashion. Like, what, go shopping and stuff.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah,
What about you?
I'd say the same thing. Like, I, like, really enjoy, like, the culture of it and, like, shopping, obviously, because, like, who doesn't?
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't think I'd, like, major or minor in it, but I think it'll always, like, still be a part of my life.
And so we mentioned like fashion trends with the flare leggings. So do you guys have a favorite fashion trend that you've liked? It could be like recent, or this could be like, actually, yeah, let's start with recent. Like, what is your most favorite recent fashion trend?
One thing for me, I really like the bow trend.
Ooh, I don't think I know that one. What is it?
Like the bows.
Oh,
Bows.
yes. Oh my gosh.
I think sometimes it can be a little overdone, but I do think it's, like, really fun. It's, like, they're very, like, versatile. Like, you can put them on, like,
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, I do see a few people walking around with like bows in their ponytails and
Yeah.
their buns, and I just think it looks so
Or
cute.
some people put it like on their Uggs, like
Yes.
the little hook on their Uggs.
Do we think I could fit a bow on my
Yeah,
Ugg?
I think
you
it's
could,
there.
actually.
So, Nikki, what is your favorite fashion trend?
I would also say something I think that a lot of people are doing now is like stuff with the off the shoulder.
Oh, kind of like, I like the
Yeah.
Chico got on here.
Or like, or some people will even like DIY and like cut old hoodies and T-shirts too. And I think it's a great way to like upcycle as well, especially with T-shirts that just you don't wear anymore, but you could still make it cute. I also think it's a good way. I'm big on like the way that clothes are shaped. So if it's something super boxy, I'll like tuck it in on one angle to give it more dimension. So I really like the way that off the shoulder kind of does that, and it's just a fun little, like. Look.
Yeah, I like that. So, do you guys have a least favorite fashion trend? I think it's kind of subjective, I know,
It is,
but
yeah.
I can't really.
I feel like I've never really been the biggest fan of like super chunky stuff, and that could be in like jewelry or even shoes, but again, it's so subjective, and I wouldn't say that there's necessarily a bad article or trend of fashion, just because like I think if you can make it work, then you can work it. Other than that, I think I also, just for me, just because I'm taller, I feel like the like casual platform shoes aren't like something that I would normally wear, but I have seen a lot of cute variations of it, though.
Yeah, that's a very nice take. I really like that. I mean, in my personal opinion, I don't like when people wear like two sweatshirts on top of each other. It's like one of them that doesn't have a hood. I've seen it. I know my dad does it all the time. He wears like a sweatshirt that doesn't have a hood, and then he puts like another one over it that has a hood. And yeah.
I didn't know that was a
But
thing.
he's always cold, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in Fashion Club, when you guys, like, what does a typical day look like when you, from start to finish at the end of the meeting, from the founder's perspective and then, like, a member's perspective?
So, as I said earlier, every meeting is different, and we try to be as versatile as we can with it to keep people interested and also, again, like to engage the community. But we've done a couple of fun hands-on activity, like we made friendship bracelets, and then we're also little spoiler, but for the last 3 meetings that we have left, we definitely for February want to do something cute and like Valentine's. Usually we'll do like collages sometimes. Those are always really fun. So you take like magazine pictures and just collage them, and you can add bows and glitter and anything you'd like. And we're also trying to start our own clothes drive in March, just because I think it makes sense with fashion. And yeah, and then also, we would also love to invite a speaker that has some education, like professional education in fashion or fashion retail, fashion merchandising, to come talk to people. They don't even have to be ongoing members, just anyone interested in hearing if they want to pursue in fashion for themselves.
Oh, yes, I really like that. Okay.
I can talk about my.
Yeah, go ahead and talk about.
So like one of the fun meetings that I went to was like the bracelet making, and they basically like it was very versatile. Like they gave us like a bunch of beads and a bunch of different like types of like ribbon, and you could really customize it like however you want. Like I have one on my backpack, like I just put it on there. You can't see.
Oh, yeah, I see that. It looks very cute.
Yeah, and like I just like there's a lot of like fun things, and it's like you really could like make it however you want and like make it personalized to you, and like I think that's like something fun because it really is just such a versatile like club.
Yeah. See, definitely when people think of fashion club, they think of like a bunch of girls sitting in a chair talking about like, I think red goes better with like blue or something. So it's honestly really nice to hear that you guys are like so much more than that.
Yeah.
Like that's definitely really awesome. Like what is the hardest article of clothing or like piece of jewelry to like pair with anything?
Not necessarily like a specifically like type of clothing, but pairing. I guess a lot of people are also starting to mix match like gold and silver jewelry, which I think is super cute. But a lot of people like stay away from it because they think that they should all like stick to one
I like
color
the mixed metals.
I think I mean it can be overdone as well, but I think some people can actually make it work. Or some people do like one side is gold and then one side is silver.
Yeah.
So
See, I'm a gold girly. So like
for sure.
I had a silver phase when I was like in elementary school, and then I look back on those photos and I'm like, what am I even doing? Like, are you guys both? Do you like swap it up, or are you both like gold girlies? I see you got gold necklaces on. So
I'm mostly gold. Yeah.
I think it's a lot about like your skin tone, your undertone, and also just like what you're wearing or what you feel like best in. But I would say that, or just kind of pairing different like colors as well. I think can be hard.
So like, what is your favorite color combo? Like, if you had to take two colors that you would always match every single day, like, what would be your favorite?
Okay, this is a reach. I love orange and pink. Like, obviously
Orange
not
and
like a
pink.
plain pink shirt and like plain orange pants, but like I love like the two colors together, and I feel like they complement each other.
I like that. Very like bright and
tropical.
oh, I see the phone
Yep.
case. Yup.
Yep.
What about you, Nikki? Do you have a favorite color combo?
I don't know if I'd say combo. I guess my favorite color combo would be pink and white. But I'm like super clumsy, so like none of my white stuff are ever clean.
Oh yeah, same here. Same here.
I love pink. I think a lot of people know this, but my favorite color is pink. I'll literally in any shade, but I also do really like the color black. I'm not emo, but like the black like articles of clothing, just because
They're so easy to style.
they're so
Oh,
easy
yes.
to style with any other color. But I do like white because I have always said this, but white goes with literally anything, in my opinion. I think you could have white and just, because white is just such a blank color, but it's also really easy to work with.
Like a starting canvas that
Yes,
you can paint
exactly.
over. Oh my gosh, I
You can
love
just
that.
accessorize.
Yeah. So, why do you think that people should join Fashion Club?
I think people should join Fashion Club because it's not just strictly directed towards just people who are interested in fashion. Obviously, that's what the club is surrounded by, and that's our main target audience. However, we're super focused on just building community, period. Last year, we had a lot of members who were seeking to just make some friends, and that's the goal that we accomplished. And I really think that, I really did like seeing that, and I think that's most important. And also, like engaging with the community overall, like doing service like projects, and and I think it's a fun, it's like we do fun and cute things, so I mean, why not just spend like a good 40 minutes to it's a good way to rewind and relax. We never do anything intense, like we're not doing like push-ups or something
You're not like
stressful.
actually like sewing a shirt. It's like, because I
Okay.
think that might like scare some people away. It's just like, oh, like I have to be this like huge designer, but like seriously, anybody could walk in if like they have like a passion for fashion.
A passion for fashion. That should be your guys' motto. Like, do you have a motto or like?
No, it's no. I mean, we have an Instagram. It's like at
Ooh.
NVHS Fashion Club, but we just like started the Instagram this year, so we're trying to like find better ways to promote. But actually, because a lot of people have told me like, oh, they didn't even know Fashion Club was a thing until I mentioned it to them.
Yeah.
I know you said
See,
that. Addie.
yeah. I also personally saw a few flyers that were hanging up on the
flyers.
clipboards. Oh yeah.
All
Yeah.
handmade.
Yeah, Claire and
Oh,
I
very
worked
nice.
extremely hard to make them like stand out a lot. But I think there are definitely a lot of other ways we can find to promote it. But the flyers are definitely a staple piece.
Well, thank you so much to Nikki and Jackie for joining us today on the NVTV podcast. The NVTV podcast is produced by media students at Neuqua Valley High School. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your day.